Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2023. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the studio. I once again am your host, Madman McQueen. I'm just looking over my guitar. I've had this thing since I was about 11 years old, and I miss playing it. It's been in storage for many years, and now that it's out, the bridge is broken off, and it turns out that I have to fix it. Oh, there's some glue that I can buy, and I'm going to do that and repair this thing. Get some strings and get back into playing this once and for all. I miss this. It's a wonderful way to just while away the hours playing the guitar and creating new things and let your imagination just soar and wander. But for me, this is going to have to wait for a little while. Yes, it is. I am still working on a schedule, a creative schedule. I am still working on that. As you can see, the studio is not yet finished. I'm working on a list of all the creative things I feel I need to do. I've always been very successful. In the past, I've always been extremely successful doing multiple things at the exact same time. A lot of people feel, oh, you have to only do this and then do that. But to me, once a creative dry spell in one area arrives, you can delve straight into another project until, the dry spell kicks in on that project. Then you go back to the other one. By that time, the dry spell has gone away. So I've always been very successful at doing multiple things at the exact same time, not just one or two, but sometimes 3, 4, or 5. I'm a little out of practice on that. It's been many years, but I'm endeavoring to do it all over again. Now, there's only so many hours in the day, in the week, in the month, in the year, and let's face it, in my life, to get everything done that I want to get done. So, to get as much of it done and to develop as much of a following as I can in the time that I have, I'm trying to work out a schedule that will allow me to do all of this successfully and continuously. That's the important thing, continuously. Because I have a full-time job, so I have to do all of this in my off hours. See, Stephen King says that you can actually write a book in 3 months. Well, it's easy for him. He has nothing else to do with his day except sit down from morning till night, write. And he can write a novel in 3 months. I can't. I have to squeeze it in little bits at a time. So the things that I'm trying to figure out how to get into my schedule they are as follows. Not necessarily in order, but that's what I have on the paper. My art and my painting. I want to get back into my painting. There's 2 kinds of painting that I want to do. One that will be generally accepted by the general public, which some of it I enjoy. And I'll be working on that, my fruit, my landscapes, things like that. But then there's the creepy art, the things that are in my head that I want to get out, the more imaginative things. So there's 2 different kinds of art I want to do. One just for me, and hopefully for some of you, you might actually enjoy some of it. And the other for more, for basically you're earning money. Because what good is an artist if you're not earning a living at it? So I got to make money. So hopefully I can quit my job one day and devote my entire life to just creative endeavors and make tons of money doing it. That would be nice. But in the meantime, I must continue to do this the way I am doing it. Because as much as I would like to do this all of the time, I would do this for free if I could, because it's not about the money. It's about the art. But unfortunately, in the real world, you have to pay bills. So I have to earn money at it somehow, even though I would love to do it for free, but that's not realistic. So the other thing is I would like to be able to write my short stories and my novels. I have some very big stories that are going to require longer book books than just a series of short stories. And I want to get those done. One is going to require me to write 8 books to the entire series. So that I want to get that done too. I want to finish that. That's very, very important. The other thing are my drawings and my sketches. I've always done these doodles and sketches and things because, well, frankly, I always had planned on becoming a filmmaker, and I did sort of like conceptual designs and ideas and jotting things down on paper and napkins and whatever I happen to have around at that time. So, but I want to continue with that because these ideas are still pouring out of my head. So I got to get back into that. I want to get back into my photography. It's always been a good outlet for me to see, because I see the world a certain way, and I want to share it with the rest of the world. People look at things and they see one thing, and I want to show them how I see it. Sometimes it's beautiful and gorgeous and amazing, and sometimes it's a little dark. But to me, I want to share it with all of you. Next, I want to continue with my videos, my Madman McQueen videos, my storytelling. I want to get into my how-to videos, how to write stories, how to, develop your imagination to a higher level, how to paint, how to draw, whatever. I want to be able to do those. My on-location videos, my hunting videos, like the brass armadillo. I want to get back into that. Then I want to complete my outlines. I've written over 600 stories, and I've jotted down the outlines for them. They're not necessarily completely written, but I want to complete the outlines for them so that when I'm dead, somebody will at least have an idea of the direction those stories were supposed to go, if anybody's going to care at that point, which I'm hoping they will. That's why I'm doing this. Then there's, my music. Like I said, I want to get back into my music. I want to get back into writing music and songwriting, things like that, or just doing my version of songs. But that's mostly for me. And then there's my podcasts. I want to get into podcasting because there's a lot I want to share with the world. And I've been encouraged by various family members to get into podcasting, and I am in the process of trying to work on that right now. So, and last but not least, there's 2 more actually. One is I want to prepare live performances. I want to get back into that, developing routines and jokes and music and just things like that. So got to get back into preparing for my live performances. And last but not least, I want to market myself more effectively as Madman McQueen and as William J.M. McQueen, because they're 2 completely different people. I always consider myself to be Madman McQueen, and William McQueen is my alter ego. Anybody who knows me will know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that is what's on my list. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Like I said, there's only so many hours, and I don't have everything I need to do it right now, but I am working on that. So for the time being, with what I actually have, I want to continue on. So this is sort of like a fresh start for me. I've been out of touch with some of my artistic projects for many, many years, but it's high time I get back into it. So let's just see what I can come up with schedule-wise, because I got to keep a job and I want to get all of that done. There's people living in my head, that characters and things that I've developed over the course of many years, and they want to get out into the world in story form or whatever. And it's important because these are my friends. These are people that have been a part of me my whole life, and I love them dearly, and I don't want them to die with me. So frankly, I am trying to figure out the best possible way of getting all of them out into the world for all of you to enjoy. So until I figure this out, because it's a little more complicated than I originally envisioned, until I figure this out, I must continue to think and plan. So in the meantime, please be patient. Next week, I will have a video that will tell you what my schedule is. I'm hoping. That's my plan. You know how plans go. So in the meantime, please be patient. Please continue to watch these videos because I don't want you to miss anything. Because if things go according to plan, you will have a lot of amazing things to experience. So until then, folks, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Because if you have any suggestions, please tell me. I would love to know what you think and any ideas that you may have. Because frankly, this is driving me insane. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially for a madman. So please continue. And as always, do as you imagine, folks. Develop your imagination. Never give up on your dreams. It's never too late to create a fresh start. Do as you imagine, folks, and the stars shall light the way for your dreams. Until next time, farewell.